Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with a review of the Dudios Free Mini True Wireless Earbuds. Now this is the first time I've ever worked with this company Dudios. They were kind enough to send these out as a review unit, no compensation, none of that crazy stuff, just send it out and do a review. Now I have to say I've been pleasantly surprised with them. Now before we get into it, talking about the charging tips here, it does say you're supposed to use a 5-volt 1 amp charger. Don't use like your phone charger, especially if it's one of the more recent ones that puts out a lot of volts and amps and all that, as it can present a safety hazard. This is something I've seen with several of the true wireless earbuds lately, especially the ones that still use a micro USB. So not really sure what's up with that. I guess it causes some overheating issues, but they're disclaiming it there. So just letting you know. Anyway, it's got everything you need in the box, other than a charger, of course, and they don't send a 5-volt charger, which is like, I wish they would. But they've got one of the world's shortest micro USB cables. It's got 3 sets of ear tips, small, medium, and large. Then you have the charging case, which is what the earbuds go into. It's nice, it's simple, they're easy to get out, and that's one nice thing about the earbuds is sometimes the little magnetic seal that holds them in place, some other types of earphones can be really difficult to get out. So these are easy to get in and out of the case. I did like that. There's another thing you need to be aware of. There are the 2 little charging prongs. Right there, you can see the little plastic covering that goes over them. This kind of gave me fits the first day I was using them. I didn't realize it was there, so I went in to charge them, and I left them to charge. I'm like, why are these things still dead? I tried all sorts of things, and then I was like, oh, wait, there's this little plastic thing that goes over the charging prongs. So, when I took them out of the box, only the right one was working, the left one wasn't, and it just didn't make any sense to me, and then I saw it. So, that's what you get for trying to use earphones when it's late at night when you get home from work and trying to set them up. So you do have the little red lights to indicate that they're charging, especially once you remove that plastic film. Now they don't take too long to charge, which is nice. They do charge pretty quick. Let's look at the manual. So 2 hours to charge them. The charging case takes 2 hours to charge. They last for 4 hours, which is nice. And it says you get about 3 to 4 times recharge per earbud. So you can get about 12 to 16 hours of listening time out of these in a given day if you use the charging case with them throughout the day whenever they die. So they are Bluetooth 5.0, which is nice. They have a maximum range of 33 feet, which is pretty distance, and it's fairly standard for Bluetooth 5.0. So pretty good there, especially for $29.99. Now, like I said, they do have the touch-sensitive tiles on them, and you can press the buttons on them. Well, not the buttons, but I mean, you can press your finger on there, and that's what allows you to control them. So the operation is pretty straightforward and simple. If you want to power them on or power them off, you just hold the button down for 1.5 seconds. If you want to play or pause, you double tap on the right one. Play next, you just press and hold on the right one. If you want to play previous, you press and hold on the left one. Double tap on the right one to answer calls. And then if you want to use your voice assistant, which it works with Siri and Google Assistant, you can double tap the left one and it'll activate your voice assistant. So a lot of cool things going on here, especially at a low introductory price of $29.99. So fairly standard. And here we go. It is without the earbud tips on them. You can see the little filter there for covering the speaker. It's got, I believe, it's a 7.8 millimeter drivers in them. They do produce decent sound. I was really surprised with the overall sound experience, especially when it comes to voices. These are really ideal earphones for like watching YouTube or listening to music, or if you want to hit the gym and sit on the exercise bike and do some pedaling. They're very ideal earphones for a lot of different situations. But let's go ahead and take a closer look and talk more about the sound experience. All right, so talking about the Dudios Free Mini True Wireless Earbuds. So, like I said, I was a little skeptical at first when I got asked to review these, and talking about $29 True Wireless Earbuds. And I didn't really have very high expectations, and it's nothing against the company, just typically whenever it comes to true wireless earbuds, $29 is kind of cheap. So I didn't expect the sound experience to be too great, but surprisingly, it's pretty good. And the auto pairing is really nice. It's got a good solid connection. And I was watching a lot of stuff, and I was doing a lot of video editing and watching some YouTube video stuff, and they're really nice. They're comfortable. They're pleasant to wear and to use. They have a nice battery life, and the vocals are nice and crisp. So I was sitting there listening to some stuff over and over and over. I'm like, you know what? Surprisingly, these are pretty good. The volume is nice and adequate. I mean, they're not the loudest in the world, but when it comes to just using them for a set of everyday earbuds, you know, they got the IPX5 water sweat resistant, so you can use them if you want to go to the gym. Now, I did find that they don't stay in my ears overly, like, they're not real tight. So you are going to have some variation in that, you know, depending on the size of your ear and all that good stuff, and which size ear tips you use. It's got the small, medium, and large. So, you know, they'd sit there just fine when I was like at my desk and doing things. As far as running, I don't think that they're probably all that great for running. But if you're on like a stationary bike or you're not doing anything too high impact, they should stay in your ears fine. They don't have ear stabilizers or anything. They're just a inexpensive pair of true wireless earbuds. And so yeah, going back to that, I thought that the overall sound experience was good. You know, it was much better than I expected, much more reliable than I expected, and I think that it's worth the 29 bucks. You know, these are great, you know, if you just want a nice pair of throwdown earbuds, but you want something that you're still going to be able to enjoy when you listen to them. You know, it doesn't have the greatest range on them in the world. They don't have the best highs or bass, but it's there and it's enjoyable. So whenever you go into it thinking these are a pair of $30 earphones, you're like, these are really good. Now, if you go into it expecting like $70, $80 earphone experience, you're not going to get that. But for what it is, I can definitely say that I think you'll find them enjoyable. And if you want a nice pair of throwdown earphones, you want a pair for your kids, you want a pair to keep in the car, you want a pair to keep in your gym bag, these are perfect for that. And I think that with the holidays come up, it's probably a good gift idea if you want to get a pair of true wireless earbuds for somebody. If they want the nice, completely wireless experience, they're nice, they're lightweight, they're comfortable, and I don't really have any complaints about them. I mean, they fit in nicely. You know, I already showed, you know, the video of me putting them in, but you can see they're nice, they're flush, they sit in the ear well, they don't really hang out, they don't really fall out. So I think that they're good. And like I said, very surprising. So if you were to go out and, you know, if you'd asked me 2 weeks ago before I started reviewing them, what do you think of these? I'd be like, well, you know, they'll probably be that great. But after using them and listening to them, I think they are worth it. And I think 29 bucks is a really good price for them. I think it's a good deal at that price. It's not something where it's like sometimes you get like $40, $50 ones and you think you're getting a good budget pair and you're like, okay, these are kind of sucky. These right here, the Free Mini by Dudios, they're good. So that's all I have on the Dudios Free Mini True Wireless Earbuds. They are $29.99 on Amazon. I think there's like a $5 coupon on there right now. I don't have any affiliate codes or anything, but when I looked today on the 8th of November, there was a $5 coupon code on there. So if you can get them for $24.99, that's even better. But overall, solid set of nice functioning earphones with a decent sound experience, decent battery life, and overall, I think they'll surprise you, especially at the price point. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I'll get back with you. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you get the notifications for the latest and greatest. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.